Hello, welcome to After My Kshopper podcast. Today is May 5th, 2024, and I want to get this out of the way because I just said in my previous podcast I should be able to do an episode every Friday, and today is Sunday. So sadly, I just couldn't do an episode this past Friday because sadly my physical condition wasn't that good. But I'm fine. I'm fine. Nothing to worry about. But I was I was a little bit concerned. I'm like, dang it. I said I would do at least every Friday, but yeah, that's the thing. Things can happen, right? And so don't worry, I'm fine. And so I was hoping I surely would be okay by the end of this weekend, and I am. So it's nothing serious. Just on Friday, I wasn't feeling well, but yeah, now I'm all good. So hello everyone, and yeah, that's the thing. I don't like not keeping to my word. Like I really thought at least every Friday, but things happen. So let me put it this way instead. I still am doing my best to be diligent about this podcast since I just started it, And so I'm hoping at least once a week. But what day of the week it is, it depends on how I'm feeling. But ideally, I really want to try at least every Friday. But for now, it's best to say just once a week. And whenever I can drop by. And so, welcome everyone. And today, by the way, is a national holiday in Korea. May 5th is Children's Day. And so, I do wonder if other countries have this holiday, but I know in the USA we don't have this holiday. But at least, yeah, at least it's nice to celebrate it in Korea. And so, welcome. Children's Day in Korea, and to all the children out there, hope you all have a good, fun day, and hope you guys all live healthy and well because you guys are the next generation. So, yes, to all the children out there. And the thing is, it's a national holiday in Korea, which means we have the day off. But I just thought to let you guys know it's a Sunday, right? And so, because it's a Sunday of a national holiday, they actually give us Monday as the national day off instead. And so I'm like, that's pretty nice because a couple years ago, because I've been living in Korea for 11 years now, and I feel pretty sure in the past when there was a national holiday on a Saturday or Sunday, they did not make it up to us on a Friday or Monday. I feel pretty sure. And so just not to, a quick TMI. It's just yeah. I think it's recent that Korea decided to make this law. I don't know why. I don't understand. But anyways, Korea is just kind of living slowly, like not really. I don't know, but at least just funny to say because of how long I've lived in Korea, and when I see these changes happen only recently, I'm like, that's interesting. So, anyways, happy Children's Day from Korea. But also, I know May 5th is Cinco de Mayo Day, so anyone who celebrates it, have a nice one. I personally don't celebrate it. Even when I was in the USA, some people in the USA they like to just like have a party or like eat Mexican food and drinking and stuff. And so yeah, for me personally, like I remember going to some restaurants and they say, oh, it's like a special event because of Cinco de Mayo, and I'm like, oh, okay, but I'm not one to celebrate it. So anyways, all you guys, whatever holiday it is, have a fun one. Also, it's the weekend anyway, so I hope everyone is having a good weekend and doing whatever. But also, it's May. What the heck, right? I mean, I know it's just May. It's not half a year yet, but it's almost half a year. And every time when time just flies by so quickly, I'm just like, man, before we know it, it's gonna be 2025, and then many years to come. And so, anyways, so for today's topic, I was debating about it because I really have so many things to talk about, but I was thinking I need to still have light conversations for now. So the theme about after my K shopper, like I don't plan for every single podcast to be talking about something fun and light. Is because with my work and what happens after my K shopper, I sometimes have serious conversations that I want to talk about. But I'm still debating about it. Like, is this really something I want to talk about? But it's it's a part of my life though, and I think it's something that would be nice to tell to people. But I still debate about it. Do I really need to tell this to people? So for now, hold on that. Like prepare for maybe in the future if I bring serious topics, but I hope can still be fun to listen to. I don't know if serious topics can ever be fun now that I think about it, but I'll make sure to really think about it if I really think it's worth talking about. And so for now, I still want to keep it short and light because I'm still getting used to podcasting and I want everyone to have a fun time with me just in this beginning stage. And then once we get more comfortable and deep into the podcast, I think that's a good time to bring up serious topics. And so anyways, what's a nice fun topic to talk about for today? I was thinking that I technically didn't introduce myself yet, but I don't know if I really have to. But I think for now, again, just keeping it light and simple, let's talk about me. Why not? And so who is my Kshopper? What exactly is my Kshopper? And who am I, right? So let's get this short intro out of the way. So my name, well, some of you guys, if you worked with me already, know my real name. Except I'm thinking in this podcast, since it's publicly posted and whoever can listen can listen. I think I would like to go by what's the word? What's the word is it? Like it's not a pseudo name, but it's just a podcast name? Just basically I don't feel like I need to use my real name in this podcast, and so I would like to go by my initials, which is KRW. And so if any of you guys want to refer to me by a name or whatnot, I am perfectly fine to be called as my initials as KRW in terms of in terms of like we're not close with each other, right? And this is a public podcast, and so just yeah. So I decided that's probably the best name to go by. So you can call me as KRW, and my Kshopper is my personal shopping business. And I'm based in South Korea. I live and work in Korea, and so I started this in 2017. I still can't believe it's been so long since I started this business. But in 2017, I started my Kshopper, and I personally only did it as like a hobby because I was like, yeah, I think this could be interesting to do, but I don't think anyone really needs my help. So anyways, I did zero promotion. I didn't think of it too much. All I did was just post it on Twitter. That's all I did. I just posted on Twitter one summer day in 2017, see where it takes me. And I remember just posting about I'm able to help shop for certain things, blah, blah, blah. And so after I started posting those things, I don't know how people found me, but they did. I guess that's the power of Twitter, right? Even back in the day, it was still pretty powerful. And so just people caught wind of my post and they're like, hey, can you help me with this? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And so I really, really didn't think anyone would ask me for help. I just always thought that people, if they need to shop for something, they can usually do it on their own. So I personally didn't think anyone really needed my help from Korea to get anything, because I also see all the time like K-pop stores, they usually can ship overseas, right? And so I'm just like, it's just gonna be a hobby, it's nothing's gonna happen. And so I really didn't think much about it when I first started it. But then one thing led to another. I couldn't believe there were so many K-pop fans that really do need my help. And so I was just floored by it. But given I've lived in Korea for so long, I just didn't know how it was being a K-pop fan overseas, and how easy or difficult it is to get merch from Korea. So I was really, really surprised. It really took off so quickly after I started the Twitter and just posted a little bit. It was only, I can't remember how long it took, but it was really so fast after I started that Twitter and everyone started asking me for help. It was so fascinating. And so that's basically the start of my Kshopper. And I've been busy working, helping to shop for people all over the world since 2017. Yeah, and I still can't believe even until now, 2024, people still need my help. And so I don't know what's going on, but I do know more stores these days, they really are doing better shipping overseas. So I usually hear customers say like, oh yeah, at first, I need your help, but now I don't think I need it because they can ship overseas. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I hear so many times like things like that happen. I'm just like, yeah. So I'm always thinking, well, that day will happen when no one needs my help anymore. But even until now, people still need my help. And so I just find that so fascinating. I always want to have a backup plan of like when I need to stop doing my Kshopper, but people still need my help. So as long as people still need my help, my Kshopper will still exist. So no worries, guys. Already know. And I honestly don't think I can ever imagine ending my Kshopper. I sometimes do hear about other companies that are kind of like personal shopping business, but not really. So I'm still quite unique in a sense. Like I talk with customers a lot, and I'm very personal with them. Hence why I'm called a personal shopper. But the other companies, they just do the work, but they don't really talk a lot with the customer. So I don't know. So I just wonder if this is like a niche that I don't think anyone else can really do. And so I just wonder if this is something that I could really keep going for a really long time. I mean, thankfully, I'm not super old. That's another thing too. But I do wonder once I get older, like what's I don't know. But for now, I'm still fairly young. I want to believe I still am. I'm still fairly young that I could still keep doing this. But I don't know. I should pass on my company to the next generation, right? But I don't know. Let's think about that next time. But anyways, I'm always very grateful and I feel very blessed of how far I've been able to go with this company. And by the way, if you guys don't know, this is a legal registered company. So once I got to that point of I needed to register the business. In all honesty, I wasn't planning to register it, but it got to the point where I had to. And so finally I did. So I am a legal registered business. So you guys are in good hands because I don't want to risk my business that's legally registered to me. So I hope everyone knows that I'm taking everything very seriously, and so you're all in good hands. Anyone that wants to shop with me. And sorry, I should talk more about myself. And so anyway, so that's a brief history of my Kshopper, right? But more about me. I kind of mentioned this briefly, right? So I was born and raised in the United States, and so that's why my English it is my first and native language. So that's why I am this way. And so I was born and raised there, and then I moved to Korea in 2013. So my decision to move is another story by itself. But so one thing to let you guys know is that my ethnicity, I'm half Korean and half Chinese, and so the me being half Korean, it allows me to be able to live and work in Korea for the rest of my life, basically. So that's very lucky of me as well. And so being ethnically Korean, even though I'm only half Korean, but thank you, Korean law, like they allow it even for half Koreans. And so, anyways, that allows me to continue to live and work here. And so, how I'm able to do my own business here and all that stuff. And so, that's why I keep thinking, I mean, I don't know there's anyone like me that could really do this kind of business, but I mean, let's talk about the next time. Okay, so, anyways, I need to stay on track. So that's why I'm here. And so when I moved here in 2013, I didn't have a plan. I didn't think I would ever start my own business, but yeah, it was a big decision for me to come here in 2013. And then 4 years later, I started my K shopper, and I'm still here. And so I've always planned to want to continue living in Korea even without making my K shopper, but it definitely helps to be able to do something in Korea and continue living here with a type of work where I have to be in Korea, right? So if I'm not in Korea, my K shopper would cease to exist, right? And so it's really everything is so lucky and fortunate for me. And yeah, so more about me. Sorry, so more about me. Yeah, I'm a USA citizen, and so I'm able to live and work in Korea because I have a special visa. By the way, I do not have Korean citizenship. If anyone was curious, but I wouldn't mind Korean citizenship, but I don't think I would ever give up my USA citizenship. So that's my personal thinking about that. So anyways, but yeah, I'm not fluent in Korean, by the way. So I am pretty good at Korean. I think that's the best I could say about it. And so, my mom is the Korean side, and so I never learned Korean from her. She never spoke Korean to us. She wanted us to flourish in USA and not have to worry about other languages. And so she was like, "Yeah, you guys don't need to learn Korean," but she didn't expect one of her kids like me would want to move to Korea. And so be so after that she's like, "Man, now I kind of regret I should have taught you guys Korean, but it's okay." And so what happened for me personally is that I got into K the what okay, so I got into Korean dramas and Korean music when I was in high school, but it wasn't because of my mom. Just my random high school friends who are not Korean asked me about it. It's like, "Hey, do you know like these Korean pop groups and like these dramas?" And I'm like, I never knew about these things, and so it was just very fascinating. And so thanks to them, they got me interested into Korean music and Korean dramas. And so from there, I got fully hooked on it. And so I felt some sense of like pride because I'm half Korean as well. And then I would talk to my mom about it. And so then we get into all these things. And so I still didn't ask her to teach me Korean, but I was very go getter, I guess, and I wanted to learn Korean by myself. And so yeah, I did. So I was 17 years old when I started learning Korean. Yeah. And so after 17, I then went to college, and so at my college they taught Korean as well, and so I decided to take advantage of it. I'm already in university. Let's learn Korean as well, and so I enrolled in Korean classes. So I took Korean classes like I keep forgetting my English these days, but I like officially like studied Korean for 5 years, like from the school. So I had 5 years of Korean schooling, and then after those 5 years, I moved to Korea 1 or 2 years after that. And so then after moving to Korea and just living in Korea using Korean, and then I also like watch a lot of Korean shows and Korean music, and so it just helps me with my listening and whatnot. And so just basically from I don't know. I just had a full on journey with the Korean language and Korean culture, and then eventually wanting to move to Korea. It was just a full on journey, and so I feel like that's how good my Korean language ability has been up until now, because I just kept maintaining it, and then living in Korea improves on it as well. But I still can't say I'm fluent, so it's very I think what I lack in my fluency is that there's always new words that I'm learning. I mean, how the heck can we learn all the words in a language ever, right? And so there's always new words I'm learning, and then the Korean language, they always have new slangs all the time, and so there's always gonna be something of a slang I need to learn all the time as well, and so it's just very it's very complicated, but it's always a learning process, I feel. And so that's why I feel like I can never really become fluent in Korean. But up until now, I feel like I'm pretty good at it, that I'm able to live in Korea on my own, right? And then I can communicate fine. Just complicated words is the only things I struggle with. Other than that, I'm pretty good. So that has been my journey. And I think let's stop here. Okay, I'm thinking, how long have I talked already? But yeah, I've been in Korea, living here, working here since 2013, and I'm still very happy doing what I'm doing. And I think I should have like a part two of more of who I am, because I don't think I've explained most of who I am. But that's a short intro for now. And so thank you everyone who can listen to my podcast, and just have a good day. Enjoy. See you next time.